Hello. Today 100 out of 100. It is finally the last day of this vlogging series, and it's felt like a lot has changed while at the same time not much has changed. But I mean, there have been a good amount of changes since I started this all. And yeah, I mean, since I've started this vlogging challenge, some things that have changed in my life are I now know, or at least I now feel like there's like weed is much less of a problem than it was before I started this. In terms of like, lately when I do it, I feel that I'm just able to enjoy it, and it doesn't turn into like some anxiety festering, dark episode of a high. It just turns into a pretty chill, just fun time, I think. And I also just don't feel the need to do it as much anymore. And for a long time, I didn't know if I would be able to change my relationship with weed for a long time. I didn't know if I could. And during these last 100 days, that's definitely something that has changed. Or at least that's how it feels right now. I also I'm so fucked on my jet lag right now. Like I slept at like 5:30 a.m. last night, and I woke up at 7, and I haven't been able to sleep. And I feel like noticeably dumber right now. So my thoughts and my words may be a little slow. But yeah, that's one important thing that's changed or that I've learned in the last 100 days. Another one is that I really enjoy writing, or at least like some parts of it. I don't know if I enjoy writing as a whole, but there are definitely aspects of writing that I do very much like have a lot of fun doing. And that's still something I'm trying to figure out what to do with. Cause like creative writing, just like writing stories or something, seems like one of the best ways to just practice it. But where I find the most fun in it is writing like songs, or just poetry, I guess. But like that takes like a whole different sort of like mental preparation for me to do. So yeah, don't know what I want to do with that yet for sure, but I do know that I want to do something with that. So that's been cool. Um, Getting back into the cello. I bought like a wooden, I don't know what like a flute to recorder yesterday at the airport from Korea. Some like wooden handmade flute thing, but I kind of want to learn that too. I think it'd be pretty easy, and I think it would sound pretty sick if I could just like play some basic things on that. But yeah, I'm getting a little back into to instruments, I think. Um, that'd be a nice thing to like commit to over the next, well, like after this. I learned that sometimes I can be really good at just talking for long periods of time. Actually, let me rephrase that. Sometimes I can really enjoy talking for long periods of time. And I don't know if that's something that I really acknowledged before these videos. And I don't know if I even acknowledge it throughout these videos, but it's just something that I've noticed is that there are times when I can just yap about, I don't know, a given topic for longer than I would really expect ever. And I just never realized that because like over the last few years especially, I've spent so much of my time just being alone in my apartment that there were never times for me to just like have long dialogues. Like I would have long conversations, but that would be a lot of just back and forth, like spending a few minutes talking at most and then spending a few minutes listening and going just back and forth like that. But like talking for like half an hour straight or like an hour straight, like I feel like I've been doing that more often these last 100 days, and I think I'm just wanting to point that out because I had such a tough time for a while, like especially out of COVID, where I just felt like socially I was having a rough go in like the socializing department, and speaking was not something that I felt comfortable with for a while. But I think over the last 100 days, especially, and over the last year or so, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with just speaking, and that is just so important to me because like the most important parts of my work come from just talking with people, and when you're like borderline like panicking levels of anxious when you're having to like have conversations with people, it's such a rough thing to be handling that in like a work setting. And yeah, like I remember like a year and a half ago or so, I was at some sort of networking event for just like investors, and I ended up leaving early because I got so anxious about like how people were gonna be seeing me or how people were gonna view the capacity of like my knowledge on finance and investing, that I just like left early. Like it felt like it was like having trouble breathing. Like I just like could not stop feeling like people were like judging me. And to go from that to now just being able to, for the most part, like enter most social settings pretty unfazed. At least I think so. I may be wrong, but I think that's how I've been feeling about most things lately now. So that's been really nice. And I think that a lot of that has come from just me speaking on a daily basis about like what I was doing, my thoughts. And yeah, that is by far one of the best changes I've experienced over the last 100 days. On top of the fact that I generally speak slower now, and I take more time to think about the words that I'm using. Because that was something that I wanted to do more so in the past as well, but I just never practiced it. And taking the time early on in this vlogging series to just like sit in those pauses that I used to feel were so awkward, and just getting used to just having some silence between my fully flushed out thoughts. That's been really helpful. Another big change over the last 100 days, I think, has happened in my relationship with my partner, because like it's funny, like I like to think that I'm very much so the kind of person who like I would describe myself as someone who's like very much like an open book, and is willing to have how do I word this? Like I don't know, like get real and talk about I don't know, like important things slash okay, I'm completely fucking up describing this. I'm just gonna start over. My relationship has been getting better for a couple reasons, and one of those reasons is the fact that I feel like I've been more transparent about not transparent. I've just been more vocal about what I've been thinking and the things that I've been doing, and I think that's just made it easier for some like closeness to develop between me and my partner, because whenever I did get into these like shame isolation spirals before these 100 days, I would stop I would stop like talking about what I was doing throughout the day for the most part, because there was no like pride in it for me. It was just kind of embarrassing. And so like I think that created some distance between me and my partner, because now it just like she barely knew what I was doing, and it just felt like spending long periods of time like that made it so that it felt more like we were growing like separately, just like maybe in different directions sometimes, maybe in the same direction sometimes, but either way, just like we just like didn't really know what was going on in each other's lives that much. And doing these videos, like she's just been able to see a lot of what's going on in my day-to-day, and that's opened the space for certain conversations, and also just like awareness and like what I'm up to. And I think that in and of itself has been helpful, I think. And then there's the fact that through me having to spend a little bit of time every day thinking about like what's going on with me, there was a lot more time where I spent reflecting on things that needed to be done. And not that every single thing that I thought I needed to do I did over the last 100 days, but uh, I definitely did more of those things than in the past, on average, these last 100 days. And um, yeah, like I feel like I was able to bring myself to have certain conversations with my partner, and also just to like be able to become aware that I needed to have certain conversations, and sort of like I feel like one of the products of me doing this vlogging series has been that I've been able to more often summon the courage to start certain conversations. And so yeah, I think that this vlogging series has had a big benefit to just my relationship, and that's been really nice because and that's like that's an understatement. Like that's been pretty great because I didn't realize this until like a few weeks ago, but uh, I think when I was like at my peak of stress with like work and my relationship, I thought that most of it was coming from work, but it seems like most of it was coming from my relationship. And uh, through these videos and through the conversations that I was able to have through these videos, um, a lot of that stress has gone away. Ugh. And yeah, like for a few weeks while I was in Korea this time, it was really strange because I had just like silence in my brain for a little while, in like seemingly a good way. Like I was just this voice of like something's wrong, like something's fucked up, like do something. Like that voice was gone for a few weeks, and now I feel like a little bit of something else is seeping through, mostly to do with work. Um, but I don't think like it doesn't feel as stressful as it did a few weeks ago, and especially a few months ago. So that's been pretty good. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I don't know. Like, I just feel more relaxed. And I don't know if that's warranted, but that is just how I feel right now. Like, when I started this vlogging series, I think I felt a lot of like, oh, like I need to do this and I need to do that. But right now, I'm in a place where I'm just like even if I don't do this, like that's fine. I don't need to. There's no need to like beat myself up for that. Or like I haven't gone to the gym in a little over a week now, I think, and a past me would have gotten very stressed out about that. But right now, I'm just very like fuck it, get some rest. Like you're doing pretty good for a pretty long time. Like just take some rest. same with like the cooking. Like I got takeout today. That's my first meal back in New York, and yeah, a past me would have been might have been very judgmental towards myself for that. But right now, I'm just like whatever. I just want to stay home right now. I just want to stay home, relax, eat some tasty food, not have to really clean, and like settle down. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's coming from just this mindset or this thought that I did pretty good the last 100 days, which is strange because like I had not felt like that sentence that I just said, like that I did good for the last 100 days. Like I have not thought that a single time up until just this very moment. In fact, like the last few weeks, I've been feeling very like I've been feeling a little bit guilty about like these vlogging videos because I feel like I've just been kind of half-assing them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't feel the need to try to like prove to myself right now that I like I can do things, that I can do this and that, and I can like commit to yada yada yada, and I just feel like kind of resting. Yeah. Yeah, and so I think that's what I'll do. I've been trying to think of what's next after these videos for a little while now, and I don't know that I really need to do something right away. Like it feels like what needs to be done is I end this and immediately pick up some other purposeful task and just start working on that right away. But I think if I do that, I think I just need to spend more time thinking about like exactly what I need to do. Because for the last few days especially, when I think about what I want to do next, I just keep getting these very like vague, like broad answers. And I'm having trouble focusing focusing what I want to do into like a grand big picture thing that I think would be important enough for me to like really, really commit to. And yeah, like I've been thinking about it on and off. And nothing really clicks right now still. Which like like that definitely hasn't changed. Like I've been dealing with the same. I feel like I've been dealing with this same problem for quite a while now. And whenever I got back to this point, like this like thought process of like what do I do now? Oh, like I don't know what I do now. Oh, like this is frustrating. Like I've been thinking about this for like anytime I've gotten into this process, I've like fallen into that frustration of like why do I still not know what the fuck I should be doing? But this time, I don't know. This time I just feel like, well, like, of course you don't know what the fuck you're trying to do or that you want to do. Like, that's just a given at this point. So what do I do with that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I just said made any sense. But I'm definitely just like, I'm feeling too stupid from this lack of sleep. The point of me saying what I just said a minute ago is just to say that this is a very big theme in like how I'm feeling about everything right now. And that is that like I'm just feeling very like at peace with everything. Which like feels wrong because I've spent so much time in this mindset of like you're running out of time. You're running out of time. You should be doing this. Like I've been like stuck in that mindset for so long now, and like right now, just feeling like there's no rush. I I think I just need to sit with that because like yeah, one very big lesson that I've relearned multiple times through these last 100 days is that I like I needlessly overcomplicate many of my stresses and make them seem much more intense than they actually are. And I just like overanalyze and I just like overthink and over everything. And a lot of the time those things that I stress over get fixed very quickly or get solved like very easily. And I just spend a lot of time worrying about it instead of just doing it when doing it is very simple and takes care of the problem. And yeah, I did that with a lot of different aspects of my life. And right now, I'm not really doing that. Like, I'm not overcomplicating things right now. And I'm not like super worried about a bunch of shit that's going on. And like on one hand, that feels like slightly irresponsible, but on the other hand, like I know that even if I relax a bit, nothing's gonna like there isn't gonna be some catastrophe, and it's gonna be okay. So I am just gonna take some time and really think about what's important, and then see what's next from there. It'll be weird not counting the days anymore. But you know, it'll also be nice just to have one less thing to do every day for at least a little while. Yeah. I don't know. Other than that, like, I think I just want to say thank you to those who've been watching these. Um, I know that it's not. A lot of these weren't very interesting. Many of them, I'm sure, were even, dare I say, boring. And I don't know. Just thank you for watching. I I hope that you got something out of these, or I hope you got like even like 100th of what I got out of these videos, just from watching these, if that's even possible. I hope they were helpful in any way, inspirational in the slightest, and I don't know. I hope these change something for you, because it definitely changed something for me. Yeah. I find myself wanting to just drag this along over and over again because I don't know. I want a satisfying ending, but at the same time, I've spent so much time the last few weeks just being okay with not having satisfying endings to these, that at the same time, I don't really care. So that's it for the 100 days. I guess we'll see if any new projects come up through this YouTube channel. probably not for the foreseeable future. But if there is a next time, until next time, thank you for watching. And I won't be back tomorrow.